There's a particular sickness people don't talk about, and you have it. Most people call it ambition. It isn't just that. It's a parasite that lives in you, that wakes up when you wake up, that follows you into every room, and that has spent your entire adult life making sure you cannot enjoy a single thing you've built. Because here's the lie about ambition. Everyone tells you it's the engine of success, the fuel that gets you to the achievements, the thing that separates the people who do from the people who don't. The actual definition is closer to a curse. The successful people you admire aren't successful because they're more ambitious. They're successful because they were never allowed to feel finished. Every win was a reprieve, not a destination. Every milestone arrived already discounted by the next one. Their lives look, from the outside, like a series of triumphs. From the inside, they're a series of brief, unstable pauses between obligations the rest of the world doesn't even see. And this is where the cursed and the uncursed diverge. You've spent your whole life trying to convince yourself you're not one of us. The uncursed can finish things. They can complete a project, look at it, feel proud of it, and then go and have dinner. They can take a vacation and actually be on vacation. They can hit a goal and let the goal become part of their identity rather than the floor of the next climb. They have what we might call contentment, which is just the technical name for the ability to stop. You don't have that. You've never had it. And every time you've tried to perform it, every time you've tried to relax, to coast, to enjoy the win, your body has rejected it like a wrong organ. You can fake stillness for about a day and a half before the voice comes back, asking whether this is really the ceiling, whether this is really what you're going to settle for, whether you finally confirmed what you've always suspected, that you were always going to come up short. So let's talk about that voice inside you. It's not a thought, it's not a feeling, it's a presence. It's there when you wake up. It's there when you finish something. It's there in the middle of the night when you should be sleeping. And it doesn't speak in the language of encouragement, the way ambition is sold. It speaks in the language of interrogation. It asks whether you actually earned the thing or got lucky. It points at someone younger doing more. It catalogs in detail every place you've slowed down, every hour you've wasted, every advantage you didn't press. And the only time it goes quiet is when you're inside the work, which is why you keep going back to the work, even when the work is destroying you, because the work is the only place the voice can't reach. And this is the part the uncursed cannot understand, which is why you've stopped trying to explain it. They look at your life and see somebody who could stop and chooses not to. They tell you with genuine concern that you should slow down. They tell you that you're working too hard, that you should find balance, that you should prioritize your well-being. They mean it kindly. They're not wrong about the cost. They are utterly wrong about how you're wired, because they think you're choosing this. You're not. Choice would imply that the alternative is available, and the alternative isn't available to you. Slowing down for them is a different gear. For you, it's a void. They have an off switch. You were manufactured without one. Because the cruel thing about this particular wiring is that achievement does not feed it. That's the central misunderstanding everyone makes, and you keep hoping they're wrong. You think, secretly, even now, that if you just get to the next thing, if you just hit the next number, if you just build the next version, the voice will finally rest. It won't. It has never rested for anyone who has it. Ask anyone who's actually arrived at the thing they were chasing. They'll tell you, if they're honest, that the goalposts moved the moment they touched them. Not because they were greedy. The wiring doesn't recognize arrival. Every summit becomes the base camp of the next mountain. Immediately, automatically, with no input from you. You don't get to keep the summit. You don't even get a weekend with it. So why don't you put it down? Why don't you, knowing all this, just decide to want less, to live smaller, to opt out of the curse that's stealing your life? Because you've tried. You've tried multiple times. You've taken the breaks. You've sat across from therapists who told you your drive is trauma-based, that you're trying to outrun something. And maybe they're right. Maybe the wiring did come from somewhere. somewhere small, somewhere old, somewhere you can't unsee. But knowing where the wiring came from doesn't change the wiring. You've stood at the edge of normal life, looked into it, and known that you couldn't live there. The version of you that wanted less would be a stranger you'd watch with quiet contempt from across the room. So you came back. You always come back. Because the cursed don't get a cure. They get a longer rope. And here's the part you've never said out loud, even to the people closest to you. Because saying it makes you sound insane. You wouldn't trade. Knowing what it costs, knowing the relationships it's strained, the sleep it's stolen, the years of peace you've never had and now know you'll never have. You wouldn't trade. Because somewhere underneath the cost, the curse is also the thing that makes you you. Strip it out, and the person left isn't a calmer version of you. It's a different person, a smaller one, a blander one. Someone who could finish a Sunday without feeling the next week pressing on their chest. You don't want to be that person. You've never wanted to be that person. You just occasionally want a day off from being the one you are, and the curse won't give you that either. So this is the deal you've been making your whole life, even when you didn't have the language for it. You will not get to rest. You will not get to coast. You will work harder than the people around you, and you will not get to enjoy the results. You will reach for something every day of your life until the day you stop being capable of reaching. And on that day, you will be furious at the limits of your own body because the curse will still be running, even when the engine isn't. The promise of ambition, the way it's sold, was never on the table for you. What was on the table was movement, constant, escalating, unconsoling movement. And you took it. You took it because the alternative was a version of yourself you'd rather die than become. You're not crazy, you're not broken, you are not failing at the project of being a normal person. That project was never available to you. There are others like you. You're not alone, but you are also not understood, and you've made your peace with the gap. The curse is not going anywhere. It will outlive your best years. It will be there at the end. The only alternative is to spend your life trying to want less, and you already know that doesn't fucking work. So accept that you are going to die reaching for something, and let the reaching finally be enough.